In today's story, we're just gonna forget what I wrote down 2 weeks ago and then proceed to make fun of me for having a voice that cracks every 2 seconds. Seriously, it's gonna happen at least once.
Funny.
We're finally back, all my fellow and future outlaws, as this is Card Games vs. Humanity, and I'm that NAKA Double G. Here with that recap that I know you missed, the Battle City Finals just started, and I guess nature itself really wanted to give us all a sense of suspense. As per usual, if you enjoyed, don't forget that sub, that bell, that like, hit up the Patreon if you want to support me. Leave a comment telling me if, like Bakura, not even a large knife wound in your arm would have stopped you from entering the finals of this tournament. Tournament hosted by Seto Kaiba, a man according to Joey who made the foolish mistake of leaving a buffet of fancy food out in the open for him to devour, constantly mumbling to himself about how he's gonna take out Merrick before stumbling into Bakura. Yes, Bakura, how did he get his locator cards in such a short amount of time? I mean, it took him like 20 episodes and 3 reoccurring characters for him to get his.
Let's just say I didn't give those fellows much choice.
So, no details on that. You just casually didn't give them a chance inside of a graveyard in the happiest tone ever. Yeah, honestly, Joey, if I was him, I'd be a little freaked out too. That's not normal. Walking back to the gang, Joey asks Kaiba, what's the holdup with this tournament? I'm in a rush to lose here. This forces Kaiba to talk to his caller to get the festivities started, not because Joey asked him, but because he wanted to. Oh shit, it's the bingo machine go, because of course even the RNG in this show has to look like a fucking dragon. Randomly determining your opponent moments before you actually head to the duel, because what is deck preparing? Everyone has a specific number assigned to them. Don't you remember yours? We didn't tell you any of them. Let's reveal them all on a Super Smash Bros.-like intro, except for number 8, because she's a lazy bitch. She refuses to get up off her ass because she knows it's not gonna be her. I love how Kaiba's hosting this tournament and he just doesn't care about any of this.
No way he healed that fast.
Healed from what, Joey? I'd love to know the exact description of the injury that he suffered from. I'd love to know. Oh wait, this is 4 kids. The first 2 balls have been drawn and it's been decided. Bakura versus Yugi will be the first duel of the finals. Yugi in the first duel of something? That's never happened before. Bakura says he thinks this will be fun. Yugi says he doesn't trust him at all. Kaiba says he thinks this will be interesting, revealing that he apparently has more respect for Bakura, someone he's never dueled before, than Joey at all.
My necklace tells me the Pharaoh will struggle in this duel.
Man, what a fucking powerful Millennium item. To think someone would have a challenge in a finals match. The duel's about to begin, but to everyone's surprise, it's on the top floor in this blimp that apparently has floors. The gang all gets to head up together to watch from the sidelines. Unfortunately for Yugi and Bakura, they must take an elevator together like an old married couple that's refusing to speak to one another.
I must win this. The fate of the world depends on it.
Bitch, you say that every time. Naturally, a blimp has a dueling arena that opens up on the top of it because fuck wind chill or the concept of cards blowing out of your hand whatsoever. Something that Kaiba claims is a good thing, playing at freezing cold temperatures despite being the only one with a large duster that probably has built-in heating. Both combatants step onto the dueling arena as Yugi demands that this figure reveal who he really is. She obliges by revealing the Millennium Ring around his neck, surprising everyone else in the crowd, especially Tristan.
I tossed that thing into the deepest part of the woods, miles from anywhere.
Yes, Tristan, you threw that necklace literal miles away with your right arm. Actually, it's Tristan, so maybe. Namu is fake confused, asking what's going on, allowing Joey to just casually tell him that these are magic items that allow people to do better in children's card games. No elaboration needed at all, just know that Yugi's item is good and Bakura's is bad. If only they knew Bakura was secretly working for him and how little convincing it really took. Yugi wants to know if he entered the finals to continue his quest to gather the Millennium items, something that amuses Bakura for him knowing in the first place. Too bad even he doesn't know what he plans to do yet, so you'll have to wait another 190 episodes first. In the meantime, I'll just steal it after I get the Millennium Rod, even though if I won this duel, I would just win it already in the first place. Bakura goes full Bond villain, getting way too cocky, revealing that some of Yugi's new friends may not be so friendly at all. That he has no idea what's going on in this tournament, and maybe Bakura's not working alone. Maybe he's working with one of the maybe 3 new people that have been introduced into this season. Man, it'd just be so hard to guess. Bakura then says the one line Vegeta has to come to grips with anytime someone mentions Goku.
If you could have defeated him on your own, you would have done it by now.
The duel begins and everyone, oh my god, why is his face so off-centered? It's like Konami was in charge of this one frame and printed it like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Bakura goes first because no one knows why coin flips don't exist. Someone's a portrait secret in attack mode with no back row and ending his turn, making our hero Yugi very suspicious. Although he knows he's up to something, Yugi is pleased to summon Gazelle and wreck the great value version of Mona Lisa for 300 points of damage. Hitting one card face down before it's back to Bakura, who shows us why he's all in the finals by setting the gross ghost of fled dreams in attack mode and then ending his turn. Like you couldn't think of any other way to send 3 fiend monsters to the graveyard. It's not like it's that big of a painful choice to think of something that could do it. Yugi takes advantage advantage of Bakura's amazing skills by summoning Gamma to the field, destroying the gross ghost and attacking directly with Gazelle, bringing Bakura down to 2,000 life points already. Everyone is thinking Bakura is a chump, even pissing off Merrick as well, but the truth is this just kind of happens in all of his duels. You just kind of have to learn to deal with it.
I don't see your monster.
Perhaps that's because he's a spirit.
Spirit monsters aren't out yet, bro. Gotta wait for a certain green-haired psychopath to join the fray first. For some reason, Yugi doesn't summon another monster this turn, destroying the Headless Knight and attacking directly again and leaving Bakura with a measly 450 life points. Forces Taya to say the same thing any spectator today says anytime they watch a modern duel go past turn 3.
Something strange is going on in this duel.
Somehow Bakura makes the weather pick up around him, telling me that Yugi is a fool and did exactly what he wanted him to do. Because God forbid you try any other way to get 3 fiends into the graveyard. Everyone but Kaiba believes it must be a bluff, but for some reason Kaiba still has faith in this duelist that he's never watched before. Now that he has 3 fiends in the graveyard, he can summon the almighty Dark Necrofear to the field. A 2200 attack point monster that he really didn't have to take almost game-ending damage to summon.
That monster's creeping me out.
Me too, Tristan.
How the fuck did Joey make his eye do that? I swear to God, the animators are just experimenting with him at this point to see what they can get away with. Kaiba says he knows of one card in Yugi's deck that can stop anything Bakura throws at him, but is he man enough to play it? I'm not sure, Seto. I'm also not sure why you keep talking him up and saying that he led Yugi like a dog on a leash through this duel. He really does love that analogy, doesn't he? Kaiba might be the kinky one. Bakura sets 2 cards face down and doesn't attack and ends his turn. He'll do it when he's good and ready. Definitely not a low amount of life points to gamble on and a strategy that could have been stopped with 1 fissure. Attributing Gazelle, Yugi summons the second sexiest creature known to mankind, the first being me, of course, Dark Magician Girl. Oh, by the way, you fool, I reveal my face down card that I set 2 turns ago that would have been completely useless until now, Magical Formula. Raising my Magician's attack point to 2500 and destroying the Dark Necrofear and leaving you with 150 life points. Aren't you lucky that I just didn't have a better equip card? Bakura is having a wonderful time now that the Dark Necrofear has been sent to the graveyard, as it allows him to play this powerful field spell card from 2019 brought back from him from the future.
It's the evil eyes!
Pretty sure I said the same exact thing to a chick at a club once. The episode ends with Bakura monologuing about how the Dark Sanctuary is an evil that Yugi has never seen before and never will experience again. What he doesn't know is that Yugi already saw Joey in a dog suit about 40 episodes ago, so nothing can scare him at this point. Well, that's it for this week's episode. I want to thank you all for watching, and of course a shout out to all my patrons. Sorry about the huge time gap, but goddamn, my voice just did not want to come back. You can kind of still, it's not at 100% yet, but doesn't mean I ain't gonna stop these episodes. We roll it. This has been the Man from Earth with all the girls, ladies and gentlemen. Glad to be back, and we're also over 600 subs. I want to thank you all for getting to 700. Let's do it in a month. 1,003 or so. Oh yeah, later. You can leave a comment telling me that just like Bakura, not even a large knife wound in your arm, knife wound, knife wound, as it allows him to play this powerful spieled. No elaboration at all is needed. Just know that Yugi's item is bad, and goes for usual. If you enjoyed, don't forget that sub, that bell, that like. Leave it. Oh my God, it's been a while.